Rejection hurts, but it also awakens you. The silence of the one who ignored you can become the echo of your strength. When you stop chasing, the game changes. What was once pain turns into power, and the one who dismissed you begins to feel your absence. This isn't about revenge, it's about value. When you learn to walk away wisely, you attract without needing to ask, because in the end, the one who lost you is the one who will beg to return. Number 1, rejection as awakening. Rejection is not the end, it's the beginning of your power. When someone ignores you, the ego screams, the heart bleeds. But that's where your strength is born. The pain of rejection is life's invitation for you to rebuild yourself. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. Your silence is your greatest answer. When you stop trying to convince, your calm withdrawal creates mystery. Desire is born from distance, not insistence. Let silence speak for you. It's more seductive than any word. The Stoics taught that control lives within, not outside. You can't command what others feel, but you can master what you project. When you choose peace instead of reaction, power changes hands. Nothing is more attractive than someone who doesn't need to beg for attention. Detachment becomes magnetic, and the one who rejected you begins to feel the weight of your absence. Number 2, control comes from within. True freedom begins when you understand what you can control and what you can't. You can't control how someone feels about you, but you can control what you do with what you feel about them. That's where real power lives. When you release the need to be accepted, peace replaces despair. Clarity replaces confusion. Rejection isn't punishment, it's a mirror. It shows you where you're still attached. Everything that takes away your self-control owns you. Everything you accept with serenity sets you free. People expect you to chase, to beg, to crumble. But strength is silent. It doesn't react. It observes, understands, and moves on. And when you master your emotions, the dynamic shifts. The human mind is drawn to what it cannot control. Your peace becomes your weapon. Your silence becomes your dominance. Number 3, detachment is the secret of desire. Nothing is more magnetic than someone who doesn't need to prove their worth. Detachment isn't coldness, it's emotional maturity. It's knowing when to stop giving energy to what has already given you an answer. True power begins when you realize you don't need anyone to feel complete. That's when those who left begin to miss what they lost. Detachment quietly says, I choose myself. And that choice changes everything. When you stop chasing, you become the path others seek. Desire is born from scarcity. What is rare always attracts. Detachment isn't the absence of feeling, it's mastery over it. It's feeling everything, but not being consumed by anything. That kind of peace creates a magnetic presence, one that echoes even after you're gone. Number 4, the power of mystery. People desire what they can't fully understand. Mystery is the spark of attraction, the space between what's revealed and what's hidden. When you hold parts of yourself back, you awaken curiosity. The mistake of those who are rejected is becoming too transparent, showing pain, need, and desperation. But mystery is born from restraint. When you're calm, unpredictable, and selective with your energy, you become unforgettable. The human mind is drawn to uncertainty. What can't be fully known can never be forgotten. Number 5, strategic indifference. Indifference is a powerful weapon, not out of pride, but wisdom. When you stop reacting, the other person feels the weight of their own absence. It's not revenge, it's self-preservation. Your calm becomes contrast. Your peace exposes their chaos, and in that silence they begin to see your worth. True indifference doesn't come from anger, it comes from elevation. When you rise above need, desire returns naturally, because nothing is more attractive than someone who found peace after rejection. Number 6, the beauty of no longer needing. There comes a time when you simply stop needing to prove anything. What once destroyed you now strengthens you. You no longer seek validation because you've already validated yourself. Rejection stops being a wound and becomes a filter. It shows who truly deserves to walk beside you. When you stop chasing, life starts chasing you. Your silence becomes confidence, your calm becomes power, and those who once ignored you begin to see your true value. Number 7, the silence that attracts. There's a kind of silence that isn't empty. It's pure presence. When you stop explaining, justifying, reacting, something powerful happens. Your silence becomes a mirror. The other person starts to hear the echo of their own actions. In psychology, this is called reactance, the mind's desire to regain what it feels it has lost. But silence only works when it's real, not as a tactic, but as evolution. When your silence comes from peace, not pride, it becomes strength. He who controls his words controls his soul, and he who controls his silence controls the game. Number 8, when your absence speaks louder than words. Sometimes your absence says everything your presence couldn't. When you walk away, not out of pride but out of wisdom, the other person begins to feel the void you once filled. Humans only understand value through loss. When you disappear from their emotional radar, their mind begins to crave what it once took for granted. Your absence becomes a mirror, a memory, a reminder, a lesson. But true absence comes from strength, not from escape. You don't disappear to prove something. You withdraw to find yourself again. And that energy, self-sufficient, grounded, unshakable, is what draws everything back to you. The Stoics said, "He who conquers himself needs no control over others." When you stop chasing, the universe starts chasing you. Your absence speaks louder than words because it carries the energy of someone whole, someone who no longer begs for attention. In that moment, everything changes. The whole one who lost you begins to remember, to regret, to desire. Your absence becomes your presence, and your peace becomes your power.